Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of Home Run with Pipi. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode. My name is MC Pipita, and today I am here with an author. Yes, last time she was here, she had not written her book, but now she has finally gotten published. Grace Olwande, everybody. Karibu tena.
Asante sana Pipita. How
Umekuwa
are you?
regular kidogo, nianze kukucharge rent kwa show.
Nimekuwa regular sana.
Nitakucharge rent. So you right now are a book writer.
Oh my God.
What pushed you to write a book?
The space I am in, you know, right now I'm in the child protection field, both online and offline child protection. So another thing, I wanted just to use, okay, the book is my biography, and by the time I was coming here last time, I had already started writing it. But I was writing it basically to mentor people.
Yeah.
It is, as you've read it, there is a chapter of transformation.
Yeah.
So basically, I just wanted to use my biography also to educate so that we can have a change in society. Yeah.
So George Olwande, your real father or your stepfather?
Oh my God. I leave that to the readers.
No, we just try to get an overview because I'm trying to send readers into this book, yeah.
Let them
And
read
it
that.
starts
I think
with your father, yeah.
I think they should get it from
your book. You think they should get it?
Yeah.
So this book is about your real father or your stepfather?
It's about my stepfather.
Yeah.
Okay, my father.
Complicated relationship that was?
Yes. That is my father. And I can never, ever consider even calling him step.
Yeah, it's either father or not, yeah. In this book you have really come out as early as the second page, talking about the violence you have experienced, and it includes very graphic sexual assault that came into your life, which literally guided your life towards this time. It takes a lot of courage, and also you talked about therapy. Maybe get us to understand how much did it take you to come out to talk about such things that happened in your life at a very early stage of your life.
As you have said, when the reader reads, the reader really understands. Okay, I think the book basically is about what is happening right now in the society. And also, if I'm categorical, it also addresses the challenges and especially single women go through. It also addresses the life of a girl child in Kenya. So basically, what made me, yeah, as you've said, it's very difficult to share such an experience. And I remember by the time I was talking about this, Pipita, I was 28. That is in 2023. 2023,
Yeah.
late 2022. So at that point, when I went to a therapist, I think it was government recommended because, okay, it is early 2022. It was government recommendable because of what I was going through at that moment. So I was advised to see a therapist. And when I went there, I think I was in Nanyuki, Janet. She was called Janet. So when I went there and I narrated my story first, for the first time, I felt like nobody's judging me for what I've gone through.
Yeah.
And another thing, she told me like, I was narrating this story and I was sobbing. Actually, I sobbed for hours.
Yeah.
So that is when I came to realize I was still hurting. Imagine things that happened long ago.
Yeah.
You are still hurting until you are an adult. So when I got that courage to talk about them, I think that was my first healing process.
Yes.
And for me, even to sit down and write this book, it means that I'm ready now to move into another step of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you feel like by pouring your heart here, because I feel like you poured a very blow by blow experience of your life. Do you feel like by you pouring your heart into this book that most of that burden has been relieved from your chest?
Not necessarily. Actually, that book, I did not write it to hurt anyone.
Yeah.
Or, okay, sharing your personal biography actually is not easy. And some of us,
Yeah.
we fear for our families. But I wanted a raw story that can impact people's life positively. I believe, I 100% believe that you've learned a lot from that book.
Yeah.
Yes. So I just wanted something raw, but a way I can talk to the society through my book.
Yes.
So that they may be able to know that some of these decisions you might make them,
Yeah.
but they can greatly impact your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can say, for example, you talk about your relationship with your mom. How can you talk about it now that you're also a mom, and then between what? How can you compare right now your relationships?
Okay, even in the book, I've really narrated that at first, sincerely, I used to really misjudge my mom. And I always feel so sorry for it. But right now, to be honest, not even right now, I started learning some of these things now when I was a teenager, and I came to understand that some of these sacrifices my mom was going through to make our lives better, you know. And to be honest, she sacrificed a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So at that point now, when I was growing up, that is when I realized I shouldn't have judged her.
Yeah.
But again, I never ever blamed myself.
Yes.
Because I was a child.
Yeah.
And some of these things I would ask out of curiosity. And I'm telling you right now, my mom is my best friend ever.
Now, I see you had there was a time you had lived in the upcountry.
Yes.
Unajua mtu akikuona hivi mtu hawezi jua
I
yeah?
know.
Like maisha ya village.
Yeah.
What would you feel like maisha ya village?
Oh my God, I'm proud of it. Actually, I remember, Pipita, there's a time I was hungry. Imagine I had not eaten for 2 days, and
How was it? You know what a perception that kukua in the village there is food, there is relatives.
My friend.
How you described the village as a hunger spot for you in this book?
My God, I don't know if I indicated it in a book. In fact, there was a hunger that was that time called Ami meal. Do I give you your mother? As in, there is no food until people are like,
wow.
So I remember that time it was in 2000, no, not 20, 2006. It was around election period.
Yeah.
I don't know, 2006, 2007.
Yes.
I remember that time Millie Odhiambo and the ODM case. I don't know, Millie Odhiambo Gesa actually, she has, she has this strong personality that my mom also has. And at that time I had missed my mom so much. My mom was very hardworking, and there's no time. My mom loved taking us to kindergartens, and she could struggle and provide the best for us. But you see, at this time, you have spent 2 days without food, or probably whatever you were getting at that time was porridge.
Wow.
and without sugar. So you can imagine I had stayed like that. Then when now
What was the name of the porridge without sugar?
Abada.
Abada.
Yes. Are you sure you also wrote that in the book?
No, you should get it that one, yeah.
So I remember that day.
Mm.
So the ODM members came and Millie Diambo. By that time, I thought she was my mom. So I just ran to her and hugged her.
Wow.
And the stench I had,
You highlighted here. Wow, Bwana. What happened?
I know Millie Diambo could not contain that. So what she did,
Yeah.
she gave me 50 shillings.
Yes.
And I tell you that day I ate. And those days 50
Yeah.
shillings was a lot of money.
Yes.
And it really came in handy. I was
Yeah.
like full. I've never forgotten about Million Diambo to date.
You have a whole chapter on ODM here, bro.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why? This is very, very funny. You have a whole chapter here in The Little Survivor, right? The book. That you talk about the post-election violence, what Raila meant to you. What was the culture in Siaya? Maybe make people understand the culture of ODM in Siaya.
That time
Yes.
I was young, and I remember that time people like Onyi Papa J. In fact, Tony Nyadundo and Onyi Papa J, they used to bring out the Luo music, the rhythm. Achana now, akina Princinda, Squeezy Sujata wanaimba. Actually, that was a real Luo music, and
Yeah.
So that time there was this song for Raila Odinga sang during that period.
That one. I'm going to look at Makagani.
Ruto Tio Matek. That time Ruto was yes. Ni Tinga Wang ni. You see, I remember the song and it was that one, yeah. So I remember that I even said it in the book that even the song itself said that the tree
yes,
Raila Odinga planted, the tree the father of Raila Odinga planted has already been uprooted, and that was Moi. That was a proverb, and that was Moi.
Yeah.
So the song was asking Raila Odinga but the tree that you planted yourself, I know you are going to uproot it very early in the morning, and shockingly, that has never happened.
Wow.
And I loved politics. Actually, for me, I used to be very observant when I was a kid. So I would see the environment we are living in, and I was like, I even remember those days, politicians coming and giving villagers 50 shillings, and we would line up. So I remember those days.
Yeah.
So when I was growing up, I was like, I want to make a difference, and sadly, that has never happened.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I lived up country, and it was the best feeling in the whole world. Actually, it taught me a lot of things. I actually believe I can survive anywhere and anywhere now.
And you say that your grandma used to travel a lot.
Exactly.
So it left you in the hands of the village.
Yes. Actually, that was the time I realized the harm a girl child can be exposed to. And right now I talk to children because now I told you, as I told you before, I'm in the child protection space. And children are being abused by relatives.
Yeah.
Unapata brada yako ndio ameabuse mtoto wako. So for me it was not a relative, but it was it was a friend to our house help.
Yeah, you highlighted that the one that she let you have akamkuacha na yeye.
Exactly. Okay, of course my mom now was working far, my dad was also working far. And now I had to, not far, but we were living with my dad.
Yes.
But at that time, my dad was going to work, leaving me with a house help.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the time now I was exposed. So when I was growing up, and the kind of lessons my dad, okay, I'm not saying my mom never taught me. My mom has taught me a lot of things.
Yes.
But you see, when a child is growing, at the age of 5, 5, not 4, but
Yeah.
from 5,
Yes. Yes.
the cognitive development of the child
Yes.
is at its peak.
Yes.
So a child grasps a lot of things. And that's why, even in the book, you really see that I was explaining things that happened even when I was a nursery kid.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So basically, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And I think yeah, people will learn from it.
You have highlighted the house help thing. And I'm sorry I have to bring it back. You have a house help right now, and you have kids. What does that make you feel when? Do you feel secure around house helps, and what would you tell people that have house helps to do, and their reactions around kids, because that really affected your life at the long run?
Oh, okay. First, you have to know your kid. That's why I know there are some parents who, when their kids maybe speak something, a child can just tell you anything.
Yes.
Hata anaweza kwambia, mam, umeshuta. I don't know, there are some parents who will
Yeah. They'll cringe.
Nitakuchapa wewe. So the moment you do that, the next time
Yeah.
that child will want to speak
Yeah.
his mind or her mind,
True.
utapata naogopa sasa, hataki kuongea.
Yeah.
So be a parent mwenye anaacha mtoto wake ako free. Kama mtoto wako ako free, anawezanga kuambia. And mimi, I started teaching my kids these nitty-gritties, these things to learn. Like, daddy, mtu asikushike hapa. You show them the private parts and you tell them these are your private parts. Don't let anybody touch them. You might not tell them by its name because they're still
They're
young.
kids, yeah.
But you can choose a name you can use that the child can be able to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you will find the child telling you, Mom, today somebody tried to touch
Me.
this side.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
Another thing, and I know this thing, women don't do them often, but sometimes just wash your child.
Yeah.
When you wash your child, you will see the behavior. If your child is being abused,
Yes.
when you are a child, you cannot tell you are being abused.
Yeah.
Maybe the child will just feel pain.
Yes.
Yes. But that memory will not escape from their head easily.
Yeah.
And at that time, probably they may not understand that what has happened is actually abuse.
Yes.
But you see, if you start by teaching these children as early as they are some of these things, that will not happen.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So just sit down with the child and teach the child the private parts. So anytime you have a house help, and I'm not saying now you don't trust them, but anytime you have a house help and you do that, it means that if the behavior of this child changes or this house help changes, your child will be free enough to tell you.
Yes.
Unlike if you don't talk about it.
Very, 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 very insightful. Do you think your life situations are the reasons why you ended up a child advocate?
Partly, yes. And I even said in the book, when I was continuing with my journey, I really wanted to be an advocate. It's only that I could not be able to do it. And I cannot blame my mom for it because my mom was a person who would help me achieve anything in terms of academics.
Yeah.
She's an advocate to education, I must say. But I just changed my mind. Yeah, but I really wanted to be an advocate.
Yeah.
So, a lawyer. That is
wakili.
wakili.
Tumekuwa na kwa segment yetu ya just a minute wakili.
Yes. So lakini
Yes.
sasa hiyo kuingia kwa advocacy, safeguarding, I think it's also because of how what I went through.
Yeah.
Yes. And some of these things, some of them I know, and I must say even my mom didn't know about them. She's just probably reading them on the book.
She's finding out about them right now.
Yes.
What was the mom's reaction when she saw the book?
She will be fine.
Unasema umegonga msumari.
No, I don't see it. I know, and I cannot blame her, and I understand how she feels. But anyway, she's my mother, and I love her. And I even say it in the book. I love her so much. She has made me what I am right now, and most importantly, she's the strongest woman I know, and very beautiful, by the way. I understand if she may not feel, because actually it's not easy for somebody andike biography yake, but people do write their biography. I've seen people like Deborah Tendo. In fact, she's the one who encouraged me to put mine on a paper, because I had written mine, it was somewhere, but I was so afraid, because I was asking myself, even if, how will people see me? How will people take me?
Yeah.
But after learning from her, I said, let me just talk about this, because this is what I feel. And sometimes you cannot control how people feel.
Yeah.
And yes, probably my mom may not be happy with it in terms of, even sharing your own personal life, you see. But the most important, she will be fine. Yes, she did not take it so well. Yeah, and I really do understand her.
Mwalimu alisoma. She has already got through it. Ameshaisoma yote?
I'm not sure.
But ni mwalimu. I read here she's a teacher.
She was.
She's retired now?
Yeah.
So Maseno University. Uko ndo ka realize sasa Grace Olwande anajua kupiga siasa. You loved uko?
No, I started it from tukiwa ile ODM.
Kuna poem fulani umeandika. Sisi wenye hatuko kwa sisi si Wajaluo utatutranslate.
Oh God.
What was it? I saw that poem, I was like, hey.
It was in the chapter Akot Nyasira. That is a poem we used to
for your grandma.
To my grandfather.
Yes, it was your grandma's episode. Yes. Yeah, ndio hapa nilipata hiyo. It's a long one. Uliandika Bedurukutang kendo gidimbro.
Bedurukutang kendo gidimbro.
Tusome basi. It's here. read for us and maybe tell us, utupe exclusive your part.
Ayakimatika kendo matara. This was a HIV and AIDS poem. And in my class 1, I was taught by a madam called Mrs. Ogutu, and Mrs. Ogutu knew my strength. Anytime I spoke, she would, I would awaken the dead. She was like, you have to recite this.
Yeah.
So she gave me, and actually this poem I was taught in class 1.
That's a class 1 poem?
Yeah.
Okay. Take us through it, man.
So it was ayakimatika kendo matara, eniyamo kendo en kudni, ayakiko makitonge chiedho, liel girapur ematieke. Only burial is your end. Yeah. Yawa matindo koda madongo, beduru kutang kendo gidimbruok. Tuo marauma motamo ji chidho, liel girapur ematieke. Wololo idero katol. Wololo imich komich. Mayo mabedendi. Liel girapur ematieke. So I translated it into yeah. Okay. This book actually is full of Luo traditions. Yes. I think you saw it.
Yes.
And also it's full of literature. I'm a teacher of English and literature, and it has a lot of direct translation from mother tongue. I don't know if you noticed
Yes.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically that was the poem. Class 1.
Hey. Hey. So that is one of the things I also noticed. The book is coming out in September.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's already on the stores. I'm only pull it out. Tunapata exclusive.
Ye-
Look at the cover, guys. Looks amazing. Yeah.
Yes, nearly pull it down
Yeah.
because there are some concerns.
Mhm.
There are some, actually, there are things I have to do some changes on.
Mhm. I hope
In
it's not the
terms of-
cover because I like the cover.
I know it's not.
cover looks
It's not the
amazing.
cover. It's
Yeah.
not the cover. Yeah, so there are things I have to do some changes on, but in the next printing,
Mm.
yeah, it's gonna be different. Oh, see the story in a change.
Yeah.
Story I
What are you
changed.
changing? Because
There's
this
some
so
few-
tuseme ni manuscript nimepata.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
for like identity,
Mhm.
yeah. So
Mm.
you know that is my biography. But
Yeah.
again,
Mm.
of course, when I was growing up, I have to meet
Yeah.
Pipita, you know, and
Yes.
sometimes somebody might not be happy when their real names are
Yeah,
mentioned.
yeah.
So I'm just going to change the names and what have you. Yeah, just the names.
So nothing is changing from this flow of
The story is the story. That is my story. That is me. That is whom
You cannot change
yeah,
that.
I cannot change that. I can only
Sasa
change
kama
my
wamesema
future.
wanachange majina na huyu sasa, au tutaongea kuhusu mzee?
Well, bibi, wacha hiyo maneno.
Hatutaongea kuhusu
Actually, I've been
ndo ameleta hiyo.
no, not
Hatutaenda kwa
really.
chapter ya pandemic.
Hatutaenda kwa pandemic. Hiyo pandemic simwache tu readers. Unataka
Ai.
kuchambulia readers story
Mimi
yote.
mimi nawapatia, tunafanya book review, nawauliza like I'm just asking, tuguse hiyo part ya pandemic kama readers wajipatie mbele.
Readers wajipatie mbele.
Okay, so let's say utakuwa umeiedit.
And by the way,
that is the juiciest, guys.
I'm not ashamed of it anyway. That is
the juiciest. Na nasema ukifika huko mwisho, that is now the story getting juicier. Now basically seti najaribu kusomea watu kitabu mzima. I'm just trying to pick the interest of the reader, because I see, when I look at this book from the start, the journey, it's a very serious journey. You get to hide some parts of their past because of how dirty they are. Unaona? But you have poured your heart in here to a point that there are people who are feeling uncomfortable about it. Does that make you feel like you have overshared?
No, okay. No, I don't feel that way. As I told you, I had a reason. And I'm not doing it for anyone. Actually, I'm doing it for change. Yeah, I'm doing it for change so that we can have a change in our society, you know. So actually, I am not ashamed of my past. I embrace it and I love it as it is. Yeah, I know people might not put it on a paper because they feel bad about sharing this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, let us get it like in the book, I'm looking at the aspect of people get to learn about this thing. And my main reason of writing the book, I wanted to highlight to people like your childhood trauma, if not dealt with, it can affect also whom you are as an adult.
True.
That is something I really, really wanted to highlight.
You need to address, and also, you know, when you don't address your childhood trauma, it becomes like also a pullback in your life. You know, it becomes a pullback in your life that you can't even make positive steps. Now, maybe to finish up on this book, maybe to ask, what was your intention? Because the book says a stepfather may not just be a father but a dad. What could be your intention for the book?
You know, oh my God, I wanted to, you see, if you look at social media precisely, You look at how people talk about single moms, how people disguise or despise people who maybe have married women with children.
Yeah.
How people look down upon women, probably whom have gone through divorce and maybe are now single because they're being judged in a way or another. And one thing I wanted to tell people, actually, even for me, it took me time to really understand that you parents, your vessels that were used to bring a being into the world, but you cannot stop that being from being whatever the purpose that being was brought for in the world. Unajua tunakwanga, no, let me do it for my child, I have to do this. I want to tell parents here that things you cannot control. And even if you were a parent and you wanted to control some of these things that happens in your child's life, actually you cannot.
Yeah.
So I really wanted like to also bring that and also to appreciate the stepfathers. You know, we are here saying, oh, usimari single mom, oh, single mom sijui amefanya nini, oh, your stepchildren. You know, there are bad memories that unapata stepfather ameenda ameshoot, stepchild ameenda ameshoot stepfather, ama stepfather ameenda ameua mtoto. We have seen even I think for the past so months ilikuwa like there is a stepfather mwenye aliassault a stepdaughter. So there are those stories, but I just wanted to tell people that they can also be good stories about stepfathers.
Yeah.
And I was so encouraged by Deborah Tendo, and she's the one who inspired me even to write this one. She has written a book, Rough Silk.
Yeah.
I love the book so much.
Yeah.
And she also highlighted some of these things about her father. She came to learn when she is an adult. So that is what made me also put it down on a paper. On some of these things, I came to learn about my dad when I was a grown-up. At least I had grown up.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to bring the aspect that stepfathers can also
Yeah.
be the best fathers in the whole world than the biological dads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really came out, and it seems like you really loved your father because the book is basically you and your father. And guys really need to catch this book when it comes out. They really need to do that. And how much are you retailing it for?
For 1,200, it's available at New Year stores.
Yeah.
And as I also said,
That's about $10.
yeah, that is about, I think 12.
10. It's actually 10.
10, okay. Yeah.
$10. Imagine
So,
for a book.
For a book.
An awesome experience into childhood trauma, into abuse, and how to come out victorious, right?
Yeah.
Hutaki kuongelea Maseno?
Maseno was good. Si, mpaka niongelele.
Yes.
So unajua kwa book hata hapo ndo perspective yangu. Si ulilearn perspective yangu about politics fairly, Jane.
Yes.
Na 2007 kwanza ilinifunza like tribalism should not. And imagine I was a child. I think I was going to Form 1. I was still a teenager. So hiyo time ndo nikalan manzi, hii maneno ya tribalism hata haisaidi because at the end of the day sasa trouble ikitokea wale maleaders wanaenda tu wanaishi maisha yao kama kawaida but you as citizens wewe na mimi wenye tu lazima tu share your space we suffer the most. So I think that is the time my politics also changed. And in the university I think I highlighted, I used to like choose leaders based on whatever they are doing. I will even see the young leaders like that time. Oduol Denge was very young and also he was being he was denied ODM ticket and now Pemblepe Rasanga had to go for ODM with go for a gubernatorial seat with the how is it called, the
the direct ticket forward, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Odwaldenge had to now go for run again for with the independent.
Because amenyang'anya tikiti.
Sasa ana tikiti, and that is the time now I felt like we have leaders who was really using the thing. They know Raila is loved, so they come with their malicious gains and claim seats, and they know very well they will not work.
So do you think you're going to end up in politics some days?
Oh my God, I can't tell. I can't tell, but I really
because this book is the entrance to politics. I can say the politics today. A whole chapter for Babarelo Odinga.
I can tell, but I love Gesa.
Yes.
Actually, I said that Gesa must read that.
Does she influence your current style, fashion sense?
I don't know. Yeah. I really can't tell, but I love her personality.
Yeah.
And I remember there's a time she mentioned in Parliament that nice girls don't get corner office. And when I read that book, I saw Gesa meaning business. So she has been my inspiration for a long time. I've always looked up to her, and I like her personality. Meaning somebody whom when something is bad and it's being used to fight you, she will take that to her advantage. So those are the things I learned about her. But maybe I will be in politics sometimes. But I don't fancy it so much. So if it gets me, if Kenyans feel like now you can take this position, then why not? I'll be here.
All right, so we will be here. We will be waiting. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we had on this book review for Little Survivor. Little Survivor by Grace Olwande herself. She calls herself Grace Olwande, the legend. You have the longest handle of all my friends. Yes, the book is coming out on September. This is an early edition.
6th.
Got it signed. Yeah. Early edition, but the book itself comes out 6th September. We'll be launching online and also physically. Itakuwa wapi?
Itakuwa Kenya Theatre.
Kenya National Theatre.
Kenya National Theatre. Sorry, guys.
I will be your MC, by the way.
Yeah.
I will be your MC. Come, let's talk about the book. You already see I read it. I'm going to be reading it for the second time. I'll be there. I'll be telling you this story. Going to spruce up my Doluo. Talk to Dark Dave behind the camera and tell him, Dark Dave, tell me why. This one is called that. So see you on 6th of September for the launch of Little Survivor. Grace Olwande has been a very big supporter of HRWP. Make sure you get the book. Nuria Store, right?
Yes.
Nuria Store will be having it exclusive. You can pre-order it. Reach out to her, Grace Olwande, the Sell the Legend, to get signed copies. That is all we have for this Journey series conversation. My name is MC Pipita. She's Grace Olwande. Where do we get you on the socials?
On X, at Olwande herself, the Legend 8.
Yeah.
On TikTok, same. Yeah. So on LinkedIn, I'm Grace Olwande.
That's that. Thank you so much. Dark Dave is on the camera. Bye-bye.